Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, as you can see, I threw a lot of scratch out on the ground. More than double what I'd normally do, and they've had all they want, and they're trying to go to roost. But that's okay, they'll finish it off tomorrow. I've done that in all 3 pens, and I'll tell you why. I was talking with my cousin when I got off work today, stood around and talked for about 20-30 minutes. And he's got some chickens, and he's like, his were laying too many eggs, which mine are more than I can sell. So a chicken only has so many eggs in its life, and a hen. And I want them to lay for longer periods rather than all at once. So he's telling me what he did with his was started mixing the scratch feed in with the layer pellets. And that slowed them down a lot. So I bought me another bag of scratch feed because I was pretty low anyway. And I threw a lot of extra scratch out for them, but I refilled all their feeders. And the first pen is straight layer pellets. The other 2 is scratch feed and layer pellets mixed. So I'll open up this can and show y'all what I'm talking about. So I mixed scratch feed in with the layer pellets, and just a 50-pound bag. So, and you see I'm throwing it out on the ground because still got this little rooster and this hen, and there's one of the other little hens that look like him that's been hanging out just about every day, and sometimes there's 2. But I'm throwing feed and scratch down there for them. And I got the little quart bottle over there. Looks like it's empty. I need to fill it up today. So they have at least some fresh water. So I'll fill that up in just a few minutes. But I'm going to try that for a few weeks, or at least a week, and see if they'll slow down a little bit on their egg laying. And that'll mean I'll get eggs for an extra 6 months or a year longer than I would if they were just eating straight layer pellets. And you know, if I can slow them down a little bit, I can get a little bit longer as far as time wise egg laying out of them. But that's the hope anyway. Don't know if that's going to work. Some of you experts out there may say otherwise, but they love the scratch feed. That's why they run up when I drive up, check the mail, they're already up here at the front of the fence. All 3 pens gathered at the fence. But there was one more thing I wanted to show y'all, and I got to find it. So hang on a second. All right, well, I was looking for it, and I guess he flew off. When I got home, that male peacock that's been hanging out at my sister's that belongs down the road was on top of my chicken pen right up here. And it jumped down into the middle run, and then, of course, I went on doing my normal thing, and it jumped back up there, then it jumped back down. It did that 3 times. And I went ahead and threw scratch out and all of that. And I guess he decided he was going to leave. He's been roosting somewhere over on the across the road property over there, because I hear him hollering at night sometimes. And there is a female that hangs around with him as well. But today all I saw was the male here. But you know, peacocks are extraordinary, y'all. If you've never seen them or had any, those things can flat-footed jump. I mean, barely even flap their wings. They can jump 7 feet. And this chicken pen's 8 feet tall. And he don't even hardly have to flap to jump to the top up there. They are phenomenal at jumping and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see if they hang around anymore. I had just finished talking with my brother-in-law and told him that I've been hearing him and I see him over there and yada, yada, yada. But I haven't seen him on my property, you know, in months. And then I come home and he's on top of the chicken pen. So I guess he heard me talking about him. But either way, I'm still getting more eggs than I need, more eggs than I can sell. I'm typically getting, on a slow day, I get 15. On a higher output day, I'll get 19. And I've got 31 hens. So when spring hits, and according to Ryan Hall, we're going to have a lot of wet weather and some more cold snaps and all that, you know, early March, at least through the middle. But that'll slow them down a little bit as well. But I do not need them laying 30 eggs a day or 24 eggs a day. I'm happy if I can get 8 to 12 a day, because that's more than I can eat and more than I sell. And that'll keep my hens from having to lay as much just by giving them more scratch feed. So that's the purpose of the video, is to show y'all that I'm trying to slow them down a little bit. I don't want to drop my numbers, because when I need to butcher chickens and put meat in the freezer, they're also going to do that. But he's a loud little rascal. But that's where the hen sleeps, right there on the steering wheel on my 53 Harry Ferguson tractor. That's where she sleeps. She gets up there every night, and then he typically will roost here for a few minutes, and then right at dark, he will walk all the way around the pen and fly up on top of a tree limb right there, about 10 or 12 feet up, and he'll roost on that limb for the night. So the other little hens, I don't know if they're going home or if they're finding somewhere to hide during the night. I don't know. I know one night that they roosted up here, but that's the only time I've seen them do that. But either way, guys, if your hens are laying too many eggs and it's just more than you can handle, like what I'm getting right now, I got 32 dozen on the counter in the house. I'm planning on trying to water glass some Sunday evening. We've got men's groups got a serve day tomorrow. We're going to go do some yard work and stuff at an elderly couple's house that I happen to be close friends with. So I'm going to go help and do that for at least the first half of my day off tomorrow. And don't know what I'll do in the afternoon. See how he flew down? Now he's making his walk. He's going to walk all the way around and go up there and fly up in that tree limb. But I don't know why he doesn't roost up under here. But for whatever reason, he likes that tree limb. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all being patient with me as my new internet was... I'm going to zoom in and watch him. As my new internet's being hooked up and all that, it's supposed to be hooked up this coming Tuesday, which means I've only got 4 more days of waiting on internet. But I'm going to go back out to my normal. But watch him. He's going to fly right up into that tree limb and roost up in that tree limb. All right, zoom back in. Let's see what's going on. But he roosts in that tree limb every time. And I'm going to end up cutting that tree down. It's on my property line and it's privet. So, there he goes. And he will crow like that 4 or 5 more times, and then he'll hush up and go to sleep for the night. That's where he stays. But, as I said, he's going to crow a little bit more. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, subscribing to the channel on YouTube, following me on Rumble. And if you have not heard about it or anything, there is a new social media platform called Liberty Club. It's libertyclub.net, if I'm saying that correctly. And it is absolutely censorship free. They do not censor liberals. They do not censor conservatives. Nothing. If it's not porn and it's not illegal, it's allowed. So if you're not breaking any laws and you're not doing porn, which is illegal anyway, there's no censorship. And no, they don't have algorithms that's going to monitor what you say and do. It's just an absolutely free speech platform. And I will eventually be uploading videos to Liberty Club under the same name that I have on YouTube and Rumble. And it's kind of like X, the good part of Facebook, if you can say there's a good part, and the good part of Rumble combined. and with no censorship whatsoever. So check it out, libertyclub.net. Find me on there, friend request me, you know, follow, join my Waters Family Homestead channel there. I would appreciate it. So y'all remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.